All right, hello and welcome. How's everyone doing today? I hope that this is coming in 5 by 5 because guys, I got zero idea. So hopefully someone in the chat will say, yes, Matthew, we can hear you, or what on earth, Matthew, you sound like a disgusting robot. And no sound. Josh is saying no sound. Let me check that. I hear sound on my end, Josh. I am hearing it garbled though, and the reason I was wondering, everyone's saying no sound. I hear it on my end, so I'm not sure. Is it coming in all robot-y? Because to me, it sounds kind of robot-y the way it heard just there. So I'm gonna real quick. If someone could honestly tell me if it's coming in kind of robot-y, because to me it sounded a little garbaged. The intro had no music. Okay, well that's something I'll have to look into. Uh, and no robbery, just no sound. They are messing with you. See, I don't know who to believe because when I listened to it, it came in. It was just kind of sounded strange. And gosh, you guys are the worst. You are 100% the worst. I am very thankful to all of you, but you are absolutely just the worst. And what I'm doing real quick here is you guys saw I built a new computer because it was just dying. Everything was blowing up on me. And okay, so that should make that a little bit better. And then let's see, what's the other one I'm using? MME. Well, no, that one should be fine. That one should have been fine. I think I've messed up a little bit. So I'm having to redo a couple things here. Something because this is the first time I've actually streamed on this computer. And everyone's saying, it sounds fine, it sounds fine. Okay. Everyone's just messing with me. Hopefully now. That still sounds weird to me, but as long as it sounds good to y'all, I will fuss about this some other time instead of wasting everyone's time like this. So let me start from the top. Thomas Potts, how are you doing? Saying hello. Professor Brainy Specs saying, I am late. I most certainly am not late right now. I mean, in general, I was supposed to do a stream with Anti-Trekker tonight, but I had a church event. Things have been off by a week. We got it worked out. Last Sharknado movie will be tomorrow night, and we will do a double feature. Next week, we'll be doing a double feature on Thursday of Barbie movies. Thank you so much for that, everyone. Thank you so much for that. Professor Brady's place saying, typical Krogan. I'm assuming that's because I'm late. Matthew is cheating. I haven't started yet, and I don't plan to be cheating. Well, actually, yeah, I do plan to cheat. I technically do plan to cheat. You guys will see how I plan to cheat with this game. Am I playing a Late Prey 5 and being late to his own stream? No, I was right on time. I was right on time, and I had to set this all up from scratch. If you're on my Discord server, I was doing this on the fly from scratch just because I really wanted to get this going and have some fun with y'all tonight. Josh Street, how are you doing? Fed Doc, hope you are well today. That says, the convicted one shows his face at last. Yes, I haven't been convicted yet. The trial is ongoing about my impeachment in Kuroga, whether or not apparently I've done something worthy of being removed from some office. A little vague on the details there. Doing pretty good, thank you. Greetings. Hey, Multi-Gunman, how are you doing? Is this the Ignored by Matthew Let's Play Ecco the Dolphin live stream? You are in the right place. Yes, it is. Yes, it is indeed. And we are actually going to play a little bit just as soon as I get caught up in the chats here. Bradley Briggs, how are you doing? Alexander Brooks, glad to see you are here. Watching Matthew suffer will be worth it. Yeah, talking about the Barbie stuff next week. It's going to be rough. I have this game on Genesis. Genesis is the first place I played this. Now, Thomas Potts was kind enough to give me a copy of this game from Steam because he knew just how much I loathed Darwin the Dolphin from SeaQuest. And so he saw that Steam had this, so this will be playing on the Steam interface. Now, y'all get to see this real nice thing that I put together. Got the old retro CRT. I wish I had that. I don't get that. Instead, I get, like, for some reason, they don't let you edit this. But there are these nasty black lines that come off from the side, which is a classic Sega Genesis look, I'll grant you. But it looks disgusting, and there's no way of changing it, unfortunately. Then everyone's giving me the hard time, muting not muted, blah, 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 blah. Let's see if I can't get caught up here. Hey, Andrea Seabrook, how are you doing today? I missed your stream, unfortunately, earlier today. How did it go? Because what Willie Boy, I don't know, he messed up in responding to you. I did not appreciate his response to you. Hey, Commodore Ty, how are you doing? And Vile Mike. All right, I am caught up. Okay, so Vile Mike is wondering, so was this inspired by my comments on the SeaQuest video and resulting Twitter poll? I think it may have been. Thomas Potts is going to have to answer that one. So let's get into this. Playing some Ecco the Dolphin. Oh, and it's double zoomed in for y'all. That's lovely. Okay, so I wonder how many people played this game and just were not prepared for what they got, you know? How high can you fly? How high in the sky can you fly? Hey, Wesley Crusher, how are you doing? Professor Brainspace saying, Life with Matthew, you didn't catch on that I shouldn't have been able to know you said real body if I couldn't hear you. No, true. And this game, like, so you look at the box cover for this game, and it's this cute dolphin, and I can just see so many moms buying this thinking it's going to be this cute little game. Look, you can eat the fish, and you do the echolocation. And look, it actually comes back to you so you can kind of get this map area in your head. And you can talk to the dolphins. Aren't they so friendly? And, you know, I like that they give you a little hint about how you can play this. Like what you should be doing. They keep saying, hey, how high can you fly in the sky? And if you're playing this normally for the first time, you would get over here to the end of the screen. Let's see if I can get there real quick. It is right here. So you can't get past this point. You're like, what am I supposed to be doing? And eventually you'll go into the sky, and that is when things get weird. Whenever you finally do this right. I keep missing the last hit. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Andrew Seabrook is saying everyone watching this over on YouTube is an old dumb boomer. That sounds fair. And yeah, I am playing this on an old TV set. A double TV set, apparently. Suddenly, great winds of water. I think this is where they got the idea for how Darwin was supposed to talk. In SeaQuest, they played Ecco the Dolphin and said, oh, look, dolphins talk in halting sentences. Goodness knows I do. Ouch, missed it. Ah. Let's see. I stole this idea from LDG? Oh, the TV within the TV? No. No, I did not steal this idea from LDG. I don't think I've stolen any ideas from LDG. Or appropriated? We'll go with appropriated. Steal just sounds so harsh. Oh my goodness, this first area is just littered with these stupid jellyfish. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Ecco and Darwin are 100% related. I am sad for you. I know not of your pod. Hold on, I need to start doing this like Darwin. Darwin, sad for you. Know not of your pod. Take an inspiration would be a bit better, yeah. But no, I didn't even take inspiration from LDG on this one. Who did I take inspiration for this on? I don't think anyone. I think this was a Matthew Bennett original. It's hard to tell, guys, because there are so many times where you'll see something and you go, oh, that's a good idea. And then years, months later, you'll do it. And you're like, oh, wow, I had such a great original idea. And it turns out, it wasn't an original idea at all. It was something you saw ages ago and had just forgotten. Andrew Seabrook is wondering if Earthworm Jim is a Tommy Tallarico game. It is. Well, it's a game he did the audio for. So it's not like he was a designer for it or anything. He just designed or did the audio. which great audio. And apparently the way he describes it, he was also involved in like some creative sessions for it. So maybe he was a developer in that sense of the word. Like, I don't want to cut him short on, actually contributions that he provided. Ooh, that's a good idea, Andrea. We should have a Kamatari night. I still have my original Kamatari game. I've never made it too far in that one. I make it past the first couple levels, and there just gets to be a point where I clearly am not very good at it. and the King of the Universe does nothing but insult me because I am the worst at it. It's not here. I'm not skipping your comments, Wesley. I'm just not reading them very well. And I'm racking up the articles tonight. Man, I rack up the articles every night. And let's see. Now we got a whale. I know not what has happened to your pod. Thanks. Perhaps the big blue will help you. Oh. You must travel past the undercaves to find him. Okay, so what I touched it. There we go. So like the crystals in this game just do everything. That one is going to give me the key to unlock some other crystal, and that is the last thing I remember from this game. That I had to do this first little crystal to get to the next level. And from that point on, I got nothing for y'all. I have not beaten this game before. Wesley's saying I should do Earthworm Jim next week. So honestly, what I want to do is I want to do when Earthworm Jim comes out on we were just talking about his system, Tommy's newest system, the Amico. Because I am planning on pre-ordering one. I think I'm going to go with the vintage wooden one. And the Earthworm Jim 4 is supposed to be, in theory, a Amico like exclusive. Okay, so now since I touched that other crystal, I'm able to get past this spot right here. And I bet I am racking up the articles tonight. I'm pretty bad about it. Here we go. Undercaves, a deep maze of caverns with no surface to the dry side. Songs of the sea sing of great danger in this place. But I would also like to do Kamatari, even though I am just the absolute worst at it. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to do... So this is where I'm going to cheat. I am going to do a quick save so that I'm not like constantly having to redo stuff. So this is where the... gosh. Somehow I'm supposed to get those bubbles to get air. Ow. That jerk. Yeah, I made it level 2, but I think this was always where like I lost. Like, see, look, somehow I'm supposed to get those stupid bubbles and I can't, and I always end up suffocating. Like, not those bubbles. And of course I get those bubbles. Darn it, game. What am I doing wrong here? Darwin's gonna die. I can't get any oxygen. The world's growing dark. Oh, someone who remembers this game, tell me how to get oxygen out of these stupid clams. Like, that should have done it. Lovely. Lovely. Professor Brainsplex, so the crystals are the Michael Burnham of this game? And Rock Solid in the house? Hey, Rock Solid, how are you doing? Why am I doing a mute cast? I am not. Let's see. You get life from those bubbles, not air. Oh, darn it. So where's the stupid air in this place? Maybe that's why I could never get past this. Here we go. There's an air spot. No, don't dive. Okay, so... Okay, there we go. So anywhere where there's a bubble on the screen, you can't see where I'm pointing like you can, but anywhere where there's a bubble, that is where I can get more air. And somehow I'm supposed to find these crystals to get past this maze area. Oh, that pufferfish jerk. I gotta be careful about jumping up like that because they love to put spikes up high. So if you come out of the water too fast, you slam into it and die. They're sadistic. Sadistic, I tell you. Hey, Donnie Pearson, how are you doing? Let's see. Wesley saying, I thought the octopus was in a level 1. I don't remember. I don't know any octopus. That is how far I have never gotten in this game. Swim slowly past 8 arms. Hey, there you go, Wes. The octopus will come into this level probably. And that's probably not what I was supposed to do with that seashell, I'm guessing. Let's eat a fish. I'm low on life. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. What are my thoughts about the all-new generated Metro Goodwin Mayer logo? I did not see it. I had no idea it even existed. I think I've been that way. Yeah. Oh, I'm out of air. Shoot. I wasn't paying attention. It's okay. I can get some air there. Now the question is, how am I supposed to get... Was I supposed to use the seashell? I don't think I can at this point. Whoops. A dead dolphin? Pretty much. Mike is saying there's no bosses until the queen. Okay, I do know about the queen. Have I read the Secret Wars? I have not. Let's see, Secret Wars 2015. Yeah, Daniel's Hot Topics. I have not read that before. Andrea is still saying Katamari. Did I mispronounce it? I probably did. That sounds 100% like something I would do. Balance it on my nose, says Vile. If I could get under it, I would. I have gotten this in 100% the wrong place. Okay, go slow. Oh, I'm out of air again. Darn it. Oh, shoot. Well, I'm just going to do a quick load because that takes less time than letting it go up again. Yes, I said it right that time. Katamari. How was I saying it? Kamatari? Was I really saying Kamatari? Wow. Apparently I'm trying to kill myself quick this time. Out of air, out of health, out of everything. Daniel's Hot Topic saying, just heard a rumor that Doctor Strange and Wanda will have to fight a bunch of villains whose universe collapsed in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. No, I don't want to see the universe destroyed. Well, good news. That's probably fake news. You know how these rumors go, Daniel. Darn pufferfish. Is it my control? Yeah, so I don't know. I don't see them doing that in the first one. Oh shoot, where's the fish? Like for the multiverse of madness, I don't even know what to expect from it at this point. Oh, darn these jellyfish. Okay, go slow, balance it on your nose. I'm gonna try this file. There, well, there took care of one, but how am I supposed to like flip it up into the air like a flippin' dolphin? So I feel like by the time it gets here, I've already messed up and I've lost. I'm especially gonna lose if I keep forgetting to look at my air. Darn it! Face down, hit up. Oh, it's gone. Okay. Let's try and hit it hard. Too hard. Too hard. Oh, hey. For half a second, I did it. See, this is honestly why I never got farther in this game. This crap right here. Like, I keep running out of health. I keep running out of air. And then there's a stupid balancing trick that I never was able to get right. Good night, Andrea. Thanks for stopping in. Okay. See, look, I swear I just did it. Face down, hit up. So face down. Also, Andrea, I did see your comment a while ago about the friends who are trying to develop a portable thing. That sounds pretty cool. What the heck? Okay, face down. You've got to be kidding me right now. That is way beyond convoluted. Let's go get some air. Go really, really fast, barely tap. Okay, so when I finally got it, I had to hold down the... Well, it's the A button on my controller. On the Genesis, it would have been the B, I think. Which is the attack button. There we go. Get some oxygen. Wesley saying go fast. Go really fast. No, so this is the part where I'm supposed to go slow, I think? There we go. I think I'm getting close to the octopus. Man, those puffer fish are just annoying. Yeah, I think you're thinking Sonic, Wes. Okay, there we go. There's the octopus. You may not pass yet. Okay, we're going to do a quick save because I'm not doing that stupid... That stupid... Yeah, see, look. I'm not doing that stupid rock again. How much more slowly do they want me to go? My goodness. Painfully slow. Gosh. Yeah, I'm really, really seeing why I never beat this game in the past. Oh my goodness, you've got to be kidding me. And now I'm out of air. Slow like bird of prey reading chat. Okay, full oxygen. Slow past the octopus. Oh, so slow. Then fast like flash. I gotta go slow again. I'm gonna stop over and get some oxygen again. Andrea wants to know, did the link she just posted make into the chat? It did not, Andrea. I think you have to be a moderator in order for the chats to come through or be able to post links on YouTube. I think Twitch doesn't care. Hey, Devilman2465. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for subscribing. Okay, that was a bad choice. No! No! Death is upon me. The light is growing dim. What a world. What a world. Okay. You may not pass yet. Yep, yep. And Devilman, if you're here, give a shout out. What brought you to the stream today? I wish those jellyfish would give me life or something. Instead of just sitting there being jerks. Okay, how am I supposed to get past... How am I supposed to get past this thing? I'm at the top and I'm still getting hit. I can't just bulldoze my way through. I mean, believe me, I wish I could. Darn it. Thomas, have I thanked you yet for sending me this game? Game about dolphins. Wesley was saying that this game looks like it's OTS Go Little Kids, but plays like it's for teens. Yeah, this game is just like, it's insane. Like, we all know that back in the day, games were brutal. But even by that standard, this game is just unforgiving. What? I died? Died how? Okay. Go slow past the octopus. Yeah, NES hard, right? But even still, like, I don't know. This game was just unrelenting. Okay, so that lets me get past him. Oh, he's a poisonous clam. That jerk. And this is an NES. What? Rock Solid, this is at least Sega. You'd think they wouldn't be quite so unforgiving. But here we are. Here we most certainly are. Whenever I'm not stuck, I'm dying. Okay, get out of here. I wasn't trying to talk to you, Crystal. And yes, Violet, Nintendo Hard is the trope. But the question is, how do I get past... How do I get past these spikes? Like, am I just supposed to plow ahead? Full speed ahead? Darn the torpedoes? Because that seems like a winning strategy. Okay, you know what? I did not mind Battletoads all that much. Yes, it was incredibly difficult, but I thought it was a fun game. In fact, I really like. There are for anyone else who has Battletoads, you can use something like Messen to set up a network play of Battletoads so that two people can be geographically separated and still get to play Battletoads together. Hey, we made it to level 3. Again, you have to swim slow. I tried that Vile Mike, and that I just died. Like, I had to force my way past it fast and go through while I was at infinite health or invulnerable. Okay, so we're going to do a quick save here. There we go. Okay, what do you got for me, Dolphin? Wild currents trap my pod below. Please save them. I'm too weak from the storm. Are you kidding me, Dolphin? I just had to swim through the caves, past an octopus, and apparently I'm the one who triggered this whole thing to start off with. Wesley saying, fun fact, Noah did not like 2 dolphins on his ark, yet somehow they survived. Well, yeah, I mean, all the creatures in the sea were just fine. I mean, they don't exactly care if the whole world floods. Let's see. And that's right, I made it to level 3. Professor Brain Spectre is saying, thank you for an awesome 18 minutes, 48 seconds of informative, entertaining, and thought-provoking video with audio. Is that how long I've been streaming? Or are you talking to someone else? Ah, stupid jellyfish. Oh, that's something that someone commented on Darren Wagner's video. Is that the one about the Defiant? Okay, so I think trying to force my way down there is a losing strategy. I need to find a different way. Or is that the only way? I haven't seen anything else. Oh, yeah. I gotta get behind the rock. Too late now. Let's try that again. See, I don't mind puzzle solving like this. Like, this is a fun little solving the puzzle thing. I'm probably not supposed to follow this all the way down. Like, I'm probably making a bad choice right now. Ah! Okay, read my last 3 comments together. Professor Burning Specs, I found this comment on the section of Darren Wagner's latest video. Thank you for an awesome 18 minutes, 48 seconds of informative, entertaining, and thought-provoking video with audio. And the duration of the episode is perfect despite the objections of certain Texan Krogans who is teetering on the edge of impeachment. When did I say his? Oh, because I did make that comment. That is something I did say, technically speaking. And technically is the best kind of correct, I've been told. Okay. I need to get to the surface. I'm about to suffocate. Sweet air. All right. Vile Mike is saying he needs to go to bed. All right, Vile. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I'm probably not going to go too late. It's just, Thomas sent me this, like, what? How many days ago, Thomas? A week? More than a week? It's been a while. And I really wanted to actually play it. And that's the perfect excuse to do it, because I got the new system set up. And I need to make sure it's actually streaming and everything's coming in right. All that good stuff. This game is just punitive sometimes in the way it does things. Like that puffer fish just showing up non-stop. Like, I killed one of them. Oh, that's just cruel right there. No, no, don't do that, you stupid dolphin. I'm so stuck. See, look at that! I just killed that pufferfish and it came back. Thank you for that game. Thank you. I appreciate that. You can rescue your own pod, you stupid dolphin. I'm too busy going to have to fight a xenomorph by the end of this, I'm pretty sure. It's not my own fault that the pufferfish randomly regenerates. Okay, let's see. Somewhere around here. That's the barrier. Oh, and this is where it was, I think. Yeah, there we go. So now I can follow this rock back down. Hopefully not run out of air. Oh, shoot. I got thrown up. I stand by that one. The game design was poor right there. Like, I know these old games could only do so much in terms of remembering things like, you know, killing an enemy or what should and shouldn't be on the screen. But man, having an enemy pop back up right after you kill it, that's just low. Help me, Echo. No. Swim closely in front of me and I will follow. Okay, watch this. If this game penalizes me by the currents shooting me up, that's just lame. And where's this current even coming from? Like, there's a solid rock floor down there. See, Daniel's Hot Topic is saying the best systems ever made were the N64, the Nintendo GameCube, and the PlayStation 2. I certainly have an affinity for all of those. At least I do now. When I was a kid, the only system we had growing up was Nintendo, which we bought that one in like 1989. We saved up for it, my brothers and I think my parents probably footed the last bit of the bill. And then that was it. That was the only system I had. Until I got to college. And once I got to college, we got, or I didn't say we, I personally bought several more systems. I bought the Xbox. I bought, what was one of the other ones I bought? I didn't buy the GameCube. My best friend, my roommate, had the GameCube, and he introduced me to what is the Cthulhu type game on Eternal Darkness. He introduced me to Eternal Darkness. That game is just amazing. Oh, and Joe Biden's here. How are you doing today, Joe? Let's see. I don't think my alert came in the way it was supposed to. But Joe Biden says, I can feel your anger makes you stronger, gives you focus. Captain Jean-Luc Kirk, Lord of the Rings, The Empire Revenge. That is quite the quote there. Quite the quote there, Joe. Glad to see you around today. Yeah, you know what? I don't think I have my alert box set up. Do y'all guys see my alert box go just there? Nope. Follow the rock. Darn it. Yeah, so I got the Xbox. My roommate had the GameCube. Introduced me to perhaps the best game on the GameCube, Eternal Darkness. Which, I don't know, that might be fighting words for any Smash Bros in here. But my goodness, that game is just perfection. I really wish we could get an update on Eternal Darkness, because I would love to see it make kind of better use of the resources with a modern system has to offer. I think I'm also supposed to find a whale in here at someplace. Nope, stay away, stupid puffer fish. And you didn't see the alert. Well, I'll get it set back up. Oh, that was pointless. Darn you, Captain Kirk! Darn you! Why are we saying darn you, Captain Kirk? Because Shatner was a bit of a jerk to Andrea today. Shatner was a total... You know, I've said this in the past, and this might get a few people mad at me, but don't at me here. William Shatner, I really enjoy the work he did as Captain Kirk. I really enjoyed the work he did in what was the series? The Twilight Zone. I think he was great in it. What the heck just happened there? But that man's ego has always outpaced his talent. You know, I really feel like if he didn't have that role as Captain Kirk, no one would be clamoring over him anymore. No one would be trying to get him to show up in SeaQuest like they did in '92. No one would care about him showing up in oh gosh, there's some space movie we watched with Mr. Lundell. Oh, it's a whale. He never would have been in that if it weren't for being Captain Kirk. Your journey is long and dangerous. Yeah. Always look beyond your eyes with your song. Swim slowly to keep control. Swim fast for your breath. Remember your way and think ahead. Thank you, random orca. Oh, I'm also out of breath, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Boston Legal. Are you saying that he probably wouldn't have gotten in Boston Legal if it weren't for his role as Kirk? And again, this is no slight on him. It's just like, if I was this sort of character, kind of the Galaxy Quest character. What was his name? Nesmith? I would have recognized that this is why I was famous, and I feel like I'd keep my ego in check. But I definitely wouldn't be like, oh, I'm just so amazing. People need to bow down and worship me. And that's always been Shatner's MO, you know? He's always just kind of been too full of himself, even from his days back in Star Trek. And doing that, the thing that really annoyed me about his response is that he opened it up with the no true Scotsman fallacy, which I know I've talked about before, but just in case you're new to the stream, the no true Scotsman fallacy is that basically, oh, there we go, get that out of the way. You can say something like, oh, well, every true Scotsman likes to throw a giant log around. It's called a caper toss. And I go, well, you know what? I'm a Scotsman, and I don't like doing that. And he goes, oh, well, because you don't like doing that, you are clearly not a true Scotsman. That's the no true Scotsman fallacy. And that is how Shatner opened up his thing. Like, when Andrea said, would you be interested in giving an interview? His response was, well, since when does any real journalist use Twitter to ask for something? And, well, one, since COVID. Oh, shoot, I'm out of air. Quick, get to the surface. Darn it! Darn it. And two, just like, that's the way life goes now. we don't like. There's not gatekeepers the way there used to be. Like there are, but more and more people are getting rid of the gatekeepers. People are realizing we don't have to go, through the hurdles of agents. Like if you're going to have a social media presence, you need to be aware of the fact that people are just going to reach out and talk to you. Most people are pretty cool about it. But Shatner apparently refuses to talk to anyone unless they are old school media. And he was pretty jerkish, claiming Andrea was just like some random reporter. And it's like, do you not know how to Google? Like a half-second Google can show you that that's not the case at all. I'm stuck. Is this level supposed to be fun? I praised it a second ago for its mechanic of this, but it's gotten a little a little less fun. But the interesting thing is, like, I honestly don't care if Shatner only wants to talk 15 minutes. Like he said, I only talk 15 minutes, and I reach out whenever I want to do an interview. I'm like, okay, I accept that as fact. That's just the way you do you. I have no problem with that. My only issue was when he made a big stink with the whole, well, are you a real reporter? Because clearly a real reporter would never, ever, ever, ever reach out to someone like this. And that was the only thing that annoyed me about it. If he had just hadn't done that, no one would have cared. Good night, Professor Brainy Specs. You have a good evening. Okay, let's see if I can get past this part this time. Nope. Refill the oxygen. I did like Vile Mike did a funny picture, and it showed Captain Kirk aboard the Enterprise. What was that? B, I believe it was, at the beginning of Generations. And everyone's like, Captain Kirk, now that you're back aboard the Enterprise, how do you feel? And it had Captain Kirk responding with, I'm sorry, I only talk to real reporters. Okay, come on. We can do it this time. I can't do it this time. Crap. Yeah, Bradley, this game looks so fun. Just so fun. There better be a dolphin over here when all this is said and done. I'm going to be real annoyed if it turns out like I'm going the exact wrong direction right now. Oh my goodness. Again? Okay, I see a well. I think I've been to that well. And I started off... See, I started off coming from the bottom left. So I need to head to the bottom right. But I'm still stuck. Still superior to any RPG? No, rock solid, no. I can understand why, say... what's a good example? Say Final Fantasy on the Nintendo. I personally really enjoy Final Fantasy on the original Nintendo, but I can see how many people would look at that game and go, this is a boring game. But there are so many just amazing RPGs. One of my favorite, absolute favorite, Arcadia Skies. You need to play Arcadia Skies. Crap! And you will revise your position on RPGs if you play Arcadia Skies. And if Donnie's still around, Donnie, you would especially like the music score for Arcadia Skies. It is a sweeping orchestral music score for Arcadia Skies. And there you see me. I am going to cheat again. I absolutely am going to cheat right there. And Roxal is saying any RPG. I'm just saying. I think you haven't. I don't think you've met the right JRPG, man. Okay. What is wrong with this? Yeah, Skies of no. Skies of Arcadia? I guess it is. Okay. Yes, apparently I mean Skies of Arcadia. Okay. What does it take to get into that? I was just there. But yeah, Skies of Arcadia, it is a really fun JRPG. It is I don't know, the combat system, you don't have to grind a whole lot with it. Okay, maybe if I do this. Maybe if I get stuck. Thomas. I'm blaming you for this one, Thomas. Maybe if I push along the bottom. Oh, crap-tastic. Yeah, Bradley, this game, oh, it's just so amazing. 10 out of 10. I need to get this stupid rock. I need to get this stupid rock over to the right more. And the game knows it. Oh, hoisted by my own petard. No, I'm not going to kill you, Thomas. Not even for this. I am tempted to open up a walkthrough or something. And not quite how the saying goes. Is it what, hoisted on my own petard? I'm pretty sure it's hoisted by my own petard. Maybe I'm mispronouncing the last word. Do not blame, delete, cancel Thomas. No, I won't cancel Thomas. Blame, yes. Cancel, no. Okay, I'm at the bottom here. I'm not at the bottom here. Well, that turned around on me quickly. Not hoist Picard. Is there a dolphin right above me? Well, la-di-da, fine. I'll rescue this one right now. Help me, Echo. Help me, Echo. You're my only hope. Got that right. Rescue brain-dead dolphins couldn't save your life. Look, I'm right here. Come follow me. I'm about to run out of air. Follow me. There we go. Alright, there you are, happy little pod. Now I can go fight rocks again. I wonder if there's a different... Maybe there's a different entrance I can go down, because that is just the worst. As the old song goes, lock him in the cellar in the captain's daughter, aka the cat o' nine tails. Is that what that song means. I never put it together that the I thought the whole point was once the captain found out, he would be in major trouble. Like he'd be so drunk, you lock him up with the captain's daughter. Captain finds out, and he gets in big trouble. I never realized the captain's daughter was another name for Cat of Nine Tails. Which, hey, it's still better than being the captain of the Exxon Valdez. Okay, if I don't make progress here soon, I'm heading to bed, folks. I'd like a little more information than that. Can I not get information right here? Sheesh. Do I know who Live Schreiber is? No, Daniel, I do not know that name. Tell me a little bit about what they do. I might recognize their work more than their name. As everyone here knows, I am just the worst when it comes to names. And the bosun's rope also means a whip. They have a lot of different ways of saying whip. Okay, let's keep heading down. What the? Daniel's Hot Topic is saying, I hope they get Liv as Mr. Fantastic. He's a great actor. Liked him in Scream 3 and as Sabretooth in X-Men Origins Wolverine. Having such a great actor in the MCU would be just awesome. Let's see. Sabretooth in X-Men Wolverine. I'm not sure if I recall him. Okay, yes. I think I need to be here. I get my unlocking power like that. Follow this down. Hopefully don't die of air loss before I get to the bottom. And then over I go. Craptastic. Hey, Cinnabon Bunny. We're having fun watching me suffer at this insufferable game. I mean, it is just proving to be the worst. He's saying rip Bale. Oh, did Bale from Star Trek or Stargate die? That's sad. All right, there we go. Am I ready for Falcon and the Winter Soldier next Friday? I had not realized it was coming out on Friday. That's quick, but yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm ready for some more Marvel goodness. I mean, they did a really good job with WandaVision. So I guess I haven't been able to talk about WandaVision yet because I wasn't able to do my usual Monday night stream. So I thought the ending of WandaVision was quite acceptable. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't great. I had some problems with some of the motivations. Like, for example, you had the military guy. Hey, Geekster, enjoy Nerdoratica. How you doing? Bite your tongue, unsubbing. Okay, now LDG, we need to get a baseline truth set up. And I know this is a baseline truth you are personally not a fan of, but it is a very important baseline truth nonetheless. And that is the MCU is not the MC. Marvel Cinematic Universe is 1000% not the Marvel Comics universe. And they definitely do tie-ins. They do a great job with those tie-ins. But it is undeniable that they are operating on just 100% different page than the Marvel Comics. So whenever, let's see, quick save, there we are. Whenever we expect something that happens in the Marvel Comics to happen, we will always be disappointed. And case in point, this past time around, we were talking about who's Ralph gonna be, and Ralph turned out to be no one. Ralph was just complete no one, which I know it disappointed a lot of people. And Agatha had nothing to do with the Agatha from the comics. Agatha was evil in the Marvel movie or in the MCU. She wasn't the Agatha we all know. Okay, here we go. Let's do a quick save like this. And so as a result, I know there are a lot of people who weren't happy with the direction they went. Oh, darn it. There we go. Yes, we did it. No, quick save. Oh, that's probably a mistake. Oh, that may have been a huge mistake. Okay, I got. Oh, shoot me. Oh, no. There's air. Oh my goodness. I did it. Wow. Wow. That was not great. I need to find health. So yeah, I did not care that Agatha was made a villainess. I didn't care that basically all the stuff they did. I didn't care about it because I had no concern that they radically changed Agatha and Ralph and just, all these characters that people know and love from the MCU. But I also recognize that there are a lot of people who for sure knew what was going to happen because that's how they did it in the comics. And I know that those people, yourself included, LGG, were very upset because they didn't do anything like that. Oh, thank goodness, health. Oh, this better be the last dolphin. Now, my complaints. Oh, and also, yes, there was another thing that they did where the actor who played Vision and Elizabeth Olsen both made a big deal about, oh, we're so excited to have this huge guest star appearance. So it's going to be a Mark Hamill level appearance. And of course it wasn't. They had nothing. They just had nothing whatsoever. Hey, dolphin, right here, right in front of you. Can you follow me? Honestly, these dolphins, they deserve to die if they're not going to follow. And they didn't have that. They had nothing. What they had, the actor he was so excited to be working with again, was Vision. Vision was working with Vision. So complete troll, complete them just trying to get people up on the hype. John is saying that Elizabeth Olsen never said there was a huge cameo. It was an interviewer who extrapolated that. I thought for sure she made a pretty strong comment about a cameo appearance. Excuse me, Echo, can you not die? Hope this isn't too big of a request here. But honestly, the thing that made me really upset about the ending was the fact that, one, you had the... Oh, what's his name? You had the main villain, or the main military guy. And his motivation made no sense whatsoever. His thought process, like, why did he think he was going to get away with any of this? Made no sense whatsoever. Okay, thank you, Echo. Sing this song when you charge your enemies. Ooh. Okay, so all Elizabeth said was there's a surprise bit of casting coming, and they didn't stop her. Man, but even with that, I'm sorry, but there was no surprise bit of casting. There was no one. Daniel's saying he wanted Doctor Strange. That would have been an interesting choice. Let's see. Let's do a save. But honestly, and that's another reason why I don't care about speculative stuff. Like, oh yeah, we're definitely gonna have this. I don't care about that speculation, because you get to this and it's never the hype. The hype never lives up to, or the reality never lives up to the hype, and people just get pissed off. So I don't watch it. I don't care about it, because it is never gonna be what we hope it is. Oh, and I think that's what the surprise bit of casting was. Evan Peters. What was Evan Peters? Thomas, am I skipping you? I'm not trying to. I'm trying to get over these hurdles and messing up. Let's see what Thomas's last comment was. We don't know the story of the Scarlet Witch. For all we know, she's evil, and Agatha was trying to stop her. Well, that's an interesting point, Thomas. I'm going off the comics when I make that comment. Well, shoot. I don't know where I'm supposed to be now. So I do know from the comics that Scarlet Witch isn't supposed to be... Well, she's not always supposed to be a bad guy. Sometimes she is. But not all the time. So I didn't like the military guy. His motivation made no sense. How he thought he was supposed to get away with this. Like... Evan Peter was a character called Ralph Boner. That was it. Oh, that was the surprise cast. It was Pietro again, but we already saw Pietro. That's hardly a surprise cast. And I do agree, Thomas, that the speculation is what ruined it for a lot of people. Okay, I gotta go away and get this rock to respawn. Oh, wow. Look at the rock. It is not where it needs to be. So yeah, like, his end goal here was that everyone who was involved in this operation would never, ever talk about it with anyone. No one would talk about the fact that when the entire city of Westview was being held captive by Wanda, he thought it was a good idea to try and kill her with a torpedo, or not a missile. Like that was literally his best plan that he was working with. There we go. The songs of the sea sing of the stone-eating stars that live in this place. A dolphin sings for her trap pod. Okay, I'm going to save here. Get through the comments here, and we'll wrap this up. So, his motivation made no sense. Why did he want to kill Scarlet Witch? I don't know. You don't know. No one knows. He's just like, I'm going to be evil. Absolute evil. I'm going to lock everyone out of this. He wants to get vision working. But if he wants vision working, it makes no sense why he thinks the best way to do that is to kill Wanda. Like, how does that line up? His thought process that everyone involved in this is never going to talk about the fact that he had been blatantly lying to everyone, that he had his side project, that he had told the FBI that Wanda broke into his facility when Wanda didn't. Wanda never had vision. And then he's just like taken out. Boom, instant. It's like we need to have someone who's evil. Well, we have this white guy two checks right there. He's white, he's male. So, oh, and let's make him military. Congratulations, we got our bad guy. And like, well, that's kind of a lame setup. I want a little bit more meat for my villains than a string of people we don't like at this moment. And then I also didn't like the fact that the finale of WandaVision was just your same old Marvel trope of we're fighting our exact duplicate except evil, the mirror universe principle. So Wanda was fighting Agatha, and Vision was fighting Vision, and the twins were fighting. I guess they were fighting the general. They didn't really have much to do. I would have enjoyed it much more if everyone actually swapped. Like if you had Scarlet Witch realize that she was unable to beat Agatha, that her skill sets were too weak against Agatha, and so she switched with Vision because Vision had the ability to kind of bring that together. I also would have liked to see, and maybe they'll do this in the movies, where the whole point of what Vision was is Wanda created Vision with the remnant Infinity Stone energy, the Mind Stone. When she destroyed it, a little bit of that was absorbed into her, apparently. That's why when she first created Vision, you saw like this yellow energy coming off of her instead of her usual red. So I would have liked to see that energy go back into the Vision doll thing, the automatron, and be restored to being Vision. That said, I thought they gave him a fine send-off where he talked about, I used to be a voice with no body, then I was a robot, but not human, and now I look forward to see what I'm going to be next. I thought that was very nice way of kind of ending that. But the episode, it just didn't bring it all together. They had too many things where they could have gone, and they didn't really deliver on all of them. I think they were focused too much on making sure that no one knew what was going to happen to deliver on a solid ending. And that's never a great way to go. They're doing pretty good with that up until the finale. And then they're just like, and now stuff happens. Now moving forward, I would have liked to see them do more with the Nexus idea, because each of the commercials talked about something that was going to be coming. You had the Iron Man, the ticking bomb. You had Hydra. You had specifically the doctor guy who messed with her. I forget his name now. Strucker. No, Strucker was part of Hydra. Then you had the soap, which was... I think the soap was Hydra. So you had the bomb, you had Strucker, you had Hydra, you had the place that she blew up, or the Accords, the Stovia Accords, and then you had this oddball one, which is the Nexus, looking forward. Oh no, then you also had the you had the yogurt, which was apparently supposed to be kind of pointing to the fact that Agatha was, trying to suck her energy dry by not being able to open it or something. And then you had the looking forward to the Nexus. And I think Nexus is what's going to come into play with Doctor Strange, that Wanda's going to realize that her powers are still too like topsy-turvy. She needs to get control of them. And I think she's going to go to Doctor Strange to get control. And I really hope that what they do is tie it all together by saying what Wanda did actually weakened the fabric of reality, that it has made everything worse off. And have you guys not been hearing the game sound this whole time? Do you guys actually, I just looked over and noticed that there wasn't any bars moving on the what should be Windows audio. And you don't. Wow. I'm sorry, guys. I had no idea that you were not hearing the game audio at all this whole time. That makes no sense to me, because you absolutely should be hearing it. Well, I'll worry about that later. Although it's going to annoy me right now. Anyway, so I'd like to see them do more tie-in stuff. I hope that's what we see moving forward. I also didn't like how she just, like, at the end of it, you had Wanda just kind of peace out. The entire city was held captive by Wanda. Wanda was the villain of the series. She held people against their will, and everyone was just like, oh, we're not okay with this, I guess, but Wanda, you can peace out. We're not going to stop you. I'm like, really? You don't want to maybe give a half-second thought to the fact that she had an entire town held captive, torturing them with the anguish that she was going through, which, I mean, yes, she didn't know she was causing them anguish, but even without that, it's like, that's just cold and heartless to not even like recognize the fact that she was causing them extreme pain, and was just like, okay, well, bye, you have a nice trip, we're not gonna, we're not gonna try to stop you at all. We thought about it, but that'd be hard, and we really don't want to. Do I think they could have stopped Wanda? No, I don't think they could have stopped Wanda, John. I think that what they should have done is, one, have Wanda be like more repentive. I wanted Wanda to come up to Photon, which, I don't know, I felt also like the ending of having her go join the Skrull. You gotta set up your movies, fine, but I'm like, whatever. I don't have enough investment in Proton to actually care about her, even though they were really trying to make her this awesome, strong woman. I just didn't care. Like, they didn't give Proton enough motivation. Like, honestly, her first moments were her strongest moments. When she came back and you saw her being unsnapped and she's reacting to all the chaos, she's wondering where her mom is, that was her best moments of her entire time on WandaVision. For the rest of the time, it was just her kind of butting heads against evil white military guy, and that doesn't make for a compelling dynamic. They didn't set it up enough for that to be a compelling dynamic. So I would have liked to see Wanda turn herself in, because no, I don't think they could have stopped her, although that could have been interesting to have her be in such a weakened state that they could have stopped her. I think it could have been interesting to have it turn out that Photon had gotten to a point where she could restrain her at this point. But more than anything, I think Wanda should have willingly turned herself in. I think this would have been the good point to have Doctor Strange show up. And I think this would have also made Daniel's Hot Topics very happy. If Doctor Strange showed up at this moment and he either captures Wanda, because I think he could have, or Wanda relinquishes herself to his care. I think that would have been much better. There were a couple of times within the fight that I think it would have been really, really cool to kind of have this be the conclusion of the fight. When Wanda came up and whammied Agatha into the mind trick, wow, that was such a cool moment. And then it was kind of but by the way, this doesn't work on me. So, like, they had so many cool moments, and they decided just to keep it going. Like, instead of having that be your climax, they just kept it going. Now, that said, having the climax be her setting up the runes, that was an interesting twist. Not sure why all of a sudden she got all of her mojo back when she was almost dead. But whatever. I think it was a decent ending. I think it made for a neat little mini-series there. A little standalone. Like, if you watch everything back to back now, which I think it would be fun to go ahead and cut out the 20 minutes of credits at the end of each episode, cut out the previously on, and just like string this all together in one continuous segment, which I probably will do that sometime soon. Maybe we can do a watch party over in the Discord server. I think it would make for a neat movie, kind of a bring it all around. I just think it didn't stick to the landing. It got a 7. The landing is a 7 out of 10. I really enjoyed those first 3 episodes. Enjoyed the middle stuff. It was really just the last little bit where they brought it all home. They didn't get it quite right, and I think a lot of people noticed that. John is saying that she got her mojo back because the runes deactivated Agatha's magic. Well, that just keeps her from casting new magic. Like, when Wanda went into the rune area, it didn't get rid of all of Westville. Like, the entire city was still there. Wanda's magic wasn't canceled out. It just stopped her from casting new magic. So she shouldn't have just automatically gotten her magic back at that point. Now, I think you did, I want to say at the end of it, you did see her absorb Agatha's magic back. And that would have been a good moment for her to get her youth back. But then you would have had to make Agatha old, which she should have been. It really would have been a nice way to bring it back to where we might know her from the comic books, where Wanda absorbs all of her chaos magic back. She gets some of Agatha's magic back. Agatha turns into an old-looking woman. Well, that matches up well with the comics. Thomas Potts, was I one of those people who loved the show until the rumors were wrong? No, I was not, Thomas. I knew nothing about the rumors. I have gone out of my way not to know anything about the rumors. Everything that I've looked at has been my own speculation as the show has progressed. I did think it was... I was kind of disappointed when it turned out it was Agatha Harkness, because I thought it was a really fun troll to have it be just like a random lady. And everyone else be like, oh, wow, this is so, like, it's obviously her. Like, it was a little too on the nose for me. But I didn't begrudge them that. John is saying Agatha's runes only cover the basement. Wanda's cover the whole town. I'm still not buying it. The way it was described is it only prevents. Maybe you're right. But the way I took it was the runes prevent magic from being cast except by the one who made the runes. So it would prevent future, but not past. Daniel's hoping that we get Al Pacino as Mephisto and Doctor Strange in the multiverse of madness. Al's getting kind of old. I'll be interested to see if we get it, if we actually do get Mephisto. I still don't think they will. Honestly, I think it's pretty bold of Disney to actually bring true magic into the MCU. Like, up till now, they've always very gently gone around it, because that's not a good way to get in China's market, to bring in actual magic and religious symbols. So for them to turn around and actually bring in magic, I thought that was a pretty interesting choice on their part. Anyway, but no, I wasn't disappointed because of rumors. I didn't pay attention to any. I was just disappointed because, and I wasn't even disappointed because, like, it didn't do what I thought it should do. I honestly had no expectation for what I thought the finale should be. I was just excited to see it. Thomas, Disney putting magic into the movies. Oh my goodness. Well, no, I'm surprised because they've been very dedicated to making sure the MCU stays accessible for the China market, and bringing magic into the MCU. That's not something the China market really appreciates being in their movies. So I was surprised they did that. So no, I'm so easy to get distracted, especially at 12:30 or almost 12:30 at night. No, so I didn't go into it with any expectations. I was disappointed by how everything just kind of fizzled. The military guy having such a weak motivation, to the point that he literally was just like, oh, I'm going to get away with it if it hadn't been for you pesky kids and your dog. Like literally the Scooby-Doo kind of moment for him. And he just sat there like, oh, my entire team has been taken out. I'm just going to sit here. Oh no, now they're coming after me. I'm going to try and get into the truck and run away. But thank goodness Darcy's here. Freaking Darcy just ran into him, which he kind of should have died, whatever. And then just having everyone fight duplicates of themselves. I'm done with that. I'm tired of Marvel's first villain for a character to be the duplicate but bad. I'm ready for something new out of Marvel. I know they got a winning strategy, but in every single movie they do, it's the main characters except evil. Iron Man 1, who was the bad guy? It was War Machine, I think is what they called him in that one. It was Iron Man but evil. Iron Man 2, you had Whiplash, who was basically Iron Man but evil. Captain America, you had Captain America except evil. Winter Soldier, you had Captain America except evil. Civil War, they kind of made Tony Stark the bad guy in that one. So that was a little departure. I'll grant them that one. Hulk, exact same thing. It was Hulk except evil. Black Panther is Black Panther except evil. And like every single Ironmonger, thank you, John DeMarco. Ironmonger, War Machine is Brody. Yes. And John was saying the military's guy motivation was that he didn't trust superheroes. That is true. He did talk about that somewhat, but then they didn't follow up with that. They didn't make this like everyone here is so committed to the fact that superheroes have run amok. Like no one really, like he makes that in passing. And then once he actually gets vision, he doesn't seem to care about this. He's just like, I'm gonna go kill some soups now. Spider-Man, it's true, Thomas. Spider-Man didn't follow the formula, and it was one of my favorites. But I feel like if they had the rights to Venom, they would have done the Spider-Man but evil. It's just they don't have the Venom rights, and so they weren't able to pull off the usual formula for that one. Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy. Who was the big bad in Guardians? You had the Destroyer. Yeah. And see, Guardians of the Galaxy was, to be fair, more of an ensemble movie. So, and I'll grant this also to all the ensemble movies. Avengers, Age of Ultron's, Endgame, and whatever the last one was. I don't even know anymore. All the Accuser, that's right. Not the Destroyer, the Accuser. All the assembly movies, all the ensemble movies, which I would also include Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2 in that, were departures from their formula. They didn't do their usual, it's, the main character except evil, because you had multiple main characters coming together. Now, I say that, but Guardians of the Galaxy 2, it was more of... See, even with Guardians of the Galaxy 2, it wasn't necessarily the main character except evil. Ego wasn't really the inverse of the main character. But even with that, by far and large, every standalone Marvel movie, with the exception of Spider-Man and Captain Marvel, what do you guys think? Was Captain Marvel's main villain herself except evil? I don't think he was. I would call the what's his face. So I haven't watched it yet. I've only heard people talk about Captain Marvel. I've been trying to give myself enough time to be able to watch it with an unbiased opinion of it. But the main bad guy from Captain Marvel, I don't feel like he was just an evil duplicate of Captain Marvel. And I understand why they do it. It makes for a good story to see like the not Insurrection. Was it no, not Insurrection. The Star Trek, the one that was on Romulus with the Remus. Nemesis, Star Trek Nemesis. The whole, I'm you if you had lived up as a slave on Remus. Like, that's an interesting storyline to look at. It's just, once you get past the first couple movies of doing it, it's time to tweak it just a little bit. And I really, really wanted to see them do that in WandaVision, or at least acknowledge that sometimes you can't win against the evil version of yourself. Sometimes you got to switch out and let your husband fight the evil version of yourself while you fight your evil husband clone. Like, that makes for a more interesting story to recognize that your character can't beat their alternate version of themselves. And you have to match up strengths with weaknesses, stuff like that. Yes, Shinzon of Remus. Thank you, Daniel's Hot Topic. And Nemesis, yes. So I kind of want to see some change. I get why they do it. It makes for a good storyline. It's just, I feel like they're almost losing it now. Now that people have accepted comic book movies, we've gotten to the point where you don't have to go for the, swinging for the fences right off the bat. You can set up the character with more of their rogue gallery stuff. So if DC ever made a Flash movie, instead of going straight for Reverse Flash, which has been done a ton, we've gotten a ton of Reverse Flash. So instead of going straight for him, maybe you do a movie with Captain Cold. I wouldn't mind seeing Captain Cold in the Flash movie. Maybe you look at some of his other rogue gallery characters. Maybe you go for Rory. What's his name? Not Captain Flame. That'd be too on the nose. Maybe you go with Captain Boomerang. That'd be a fun one. The Trickster. Do a Trickster. I think that'd be a great, fun way to introduce people to Flash. So who do we got coming up? We got Falcon. I'm not sure who they do for Falcon as his the same but evil. Tom is saying, I don't feel like in any Thor movie he fought evil Thor. Yeah, I have to agree with you on that one, Thomas. Now, to be fair, the first Thor movie is one of my least favorite Marvel movies. So far, the first Thor was my absolute least favorite. Hulk, not that great of a movie. Second Thor, also not that great. Kind of all over the place in the second Thor. Oh, Mephisto, yes, Gorilla Grodd. Gorilla Grodd would be great as a Flash initial villain. And then you get to open up that whole can of worms with Gorilla City. That'd be fun. And one of the things with Flash is Flash isn't supposed to be Batman dark serious. Flash is supposed to be fun and goofy. One of the best Flash episodes ever. So I really enjoyed the John Wesley Ships. Yeah, I think it was Ships. The 1990s Flash. Great Flash. But even better than that was the Justice League Flash. And there was an episode of Justice League Unlimited where Flash was supposed to get a trophy or a medal or something in his hometown. And there are two very serious characters. One was Batman, and the other one was... who was it? Was it Thunder? It may have been Thunder. I forget who it was off the top of my head, but it was an extremely serious character. And he's like, oh, you'd never see me going to something like that for Flash. Flash trying to get the whole league to come. And Batman, he just looks at him. And of course, now they're going to go to the Central City and see Flash get the award. And throughout the course of the episode, you see Flash just dealing with people. And the guy comes to realize that he had just dismissed Flash as a goofball, but it turns out like Flash is a really deep character. Like the main four against Flash, his four rogues, are trying to team up to take him down. You have Captain Boomerang, Captain Cold, the Trickster, and then like Sports Master was Mirror Master, and they're trying to take him down. And he takes down the first three fairly easily. But then for Trickster, he just sits down. He's at the bar with him. He's like, James, you haven't been taking your medicine again. He has like this really heartfelt human moment with him. And it's this great, powerful moment. And that's what you need to focus on with Flash. You need to focus on the fact that he is this goofy character, but at the same time, he's also down to earth and can be serious. And I don't want to see DC do this, gritty, realistic, life sucks version of Flash like they did with Batman. It works for Batman, not that well working with Superman. Aquaman, I think they did a decent job, but that's a conversation for another time. In fact, I plan on doing a series of videos on where they have gone so far with the DCEU and where I think each movie needed to be fixed so that you had an overarching storyline the way you did with Marvel to actually get what I think will be an excellent series of movies. And Daniel's Hot Topic says, guess what, Matthew? Evil Captain America for Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Is that supposed to be the main bad? That would be disappointing after what I just kind of ranted about. Thomas Paz is saying, I can barely remember Hulk movies. I can't remember which is part of the MCU. Oh, good point. So they had two, the Ang Lee version. I think that was the one that did the comic book transitions. The comic book transition one was hilarious, but I don't think that is the one that actually was the official Hulk. The official Hulk was it Incredible Hulk? And that was the one that had the Hulk dogs, I want to say. In which he found his dad and had to have a brouhaha with him, or no. Yeah. Is that the one they got? I think that's the official Hulk one. But as you can see, Thomas, I can't keep track of the Hulk movies either. I just know they made two of them way too quick in succession. But what are you going to do? And yeah, what am I going to do about the MCU, DCQUTU? It is the MDCEU. That's what I called it the other day. The MDCEU. And John's saying, no, he didn't find his dad in the MCU Hulk. Okay, so that was the one where he met up with his old girlfriend and he had to fight the general guy, and I think eventually you saw Abomination come and fight him. A couple of big gray superheroes duking it out. It was, it was boring. At least there wasn't a beam shot into space. And John's saying maybe I could argue for a few more, but it's still less than half. I see. John's saying for the MCU movies where the hero fights the opposite, Iron Man 1, Hulk, Captain America 1, Ant-Man 1, Black Panther. I would say that Iron Man 2 he also fought the exact duplicate. In fact, you know what? I'm going to pull this up, John, because I think I will argue more. I think I'm going to argue a lot more than that. Maybe I'm going to be wrong about this, but let's find out. Let's see. MCU, where is it? There we go. Okay, so you have Iron Man 1, yeah. Incredible Hulk, yes. Iron Man 2, I'm going to say yes. Captain America, yes. The Avengers, no. Iron Man 3, no. I'm going to say no for that one. Thor, Dark World, no. Captain America, Winter Soldier, yes. Absolutely, he fought evil version of himself with the Winter Soldier. Guardians of the Galaxy, Age of Ultron, both no. Ant-Man 1, yes. Doctor Strange, yes. He definitely fought an evil version of himself. Not with the infight with the Dormammu, I've come to bargain. But leading up to that, the main villain that we saw throughout the whole time, except for the last few seconds, was exactly himself, except evil. Spider-Man Homecoming, no. Thor Ragnarok, kinda. You know what? Thor Ragnarok was a kinda. Hale was Hale was like the original version of himself, evil, self-absorbed, privileged, entitled, but evil. So I'm gonna say Thor Ragnarok we actually saw the first time he fought himself, but evil. Black Panther, absolutely. So we're up to 9 now. Ant-Man and the Wasp. No, I'll say no. I'll grant you that one. Spider-Man Far From Home, haven't watched that one. And Endgame. Could I argue that Thanos is an evil version of Iron Man? No, I think that'd be too much of a stretch. So I would say that 9 out of the first 22. And I'm going to stop it there because that's like the end kind of encapsulating that I work with. So 9 out of 22. And of those 22, I'm going to say I'm not going to count ensemble movies for 2 reasons. One, it makes my numbers look better and it makes me look more right. So I'm going to cherry pick. But 2, and more importantly, in ensemble movies, you don't have a true main character. You have an ensemble of people. So you can't really have myself but evil. So from that 22, I'm going to subtract Endgame, Infinity War, Guardians of the Galaxy 2 and 1, Avengers, Age of Ultron, Avengers, and you know what? I'm going to grant you Civil War. I'm going to say Civil War is still a Captain America movie. So I'm going to subtract 6 from those first 22 and say we're left with 16. I would argue that 9 of the first 16 are themselves but duplicate. And John is saying that he wouldn't consider Bucky to be an anti-Cap. The way they presented him in Winter Soldier, I felt like he was an anti-Cap. He was frozen for a long time. He was basically brainwashed into being an evil version of Cap. Had superhuman powers more or less, but was still human at the end of the day. But you know what? I'll grant you it. I disagree, but I'm still going to grant it. So I'm going to say 50 out of the first 16 solo movies were just themselves but opposite. And of those last 8, 2 of them were Thor and kind of went all over the place. They didn't really... I don't know. They're weak movies to start off with. And I don't think it was because they didn't have myself but evil. I think they were just weak movies by themselves. Like you could have had them fighting himself but evil and they still would have been just horribly weak movies. Spider-Man, I will contend that if they could have gotten Venom, we would have seen Spider-Man versus Venom in the very first movie. What's one of the other ones that didn't have it? Ant-Man and the Wasp. Would you say that the Wasp's opposite was the girl kind of, phasing through the quantum states? I think that one would be a stretch, but not too much of a stretch. I don't know, guys. Clearly, tell you what, we will continue this conversation on the next virtual pub, I think, because I want to hear what y'all have to say, and I think that this deserves more people talking about it. If you guys think I'm right, if you guys think I am insane, and that gives me some time to hopefully review my material. So I am going to wrap it up. It is 12:40. Matthew needs some sleep before I get back to work in the mornings. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me as I've had fun testing this out. I'll try and figure out why, for some reason, my audio wasn't working. Hopefully I'll have that fixed next time. Excuse me. I will see you all hopefully tomorrow over on Anti-Trucker's channel, where we are going to watch the final Sharknado movie. This has been such a fun trip watching all the Sharknado movies. Come join us as we wrap it up. And I will hopefully also be back Monday for the virtual pub. Guys, I do got bad news. I'm supposed to be in Louisiana next week. They have refused to tell me what time I'm supposed to be there. I do know that on Saturday, my equipment's being picked up out of Central Texas and is being moved to a sand plant in Louisiana. So I might be there Monday, but I'll tell you what, as long as I am not in a tiny hotel room with bad internet, I will find a way to get the virtual pub to go on no matter what. Okay, guys? If it turns out that I just have no internet, I'm sorry. I won't be able to do it, but I'm going to do my best, guys. And hopefully this will be the last time for several weeks that I'm not going to be able to have my usual schedule. So I appreciate everyone being patient with me. I'll try to do more streams like this to try to kind of make it up that I haven't been doing much in a while. And tomorrow morning, I will be dropping an actual video talking about what sort of microphone should you be using to get the most out of your streams. Drop it at 7 a.m. Central Time. I hope you guys enjoy it. Everyone, take care. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to hit that like button and share it with your friends. If you haven't subscribed yet, I hope you will. And be sure to hit that bell icon to be notified of all the updates I do on this channel. If you want to support the work I'm doing here, then I hope you'll consider becoming one of my Patreons, where you'll get early access to all kinds of videos. And until the next time, may the Lord bless you and keep you. May he cause his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Amen.